There are three unavoidable certainties of life: death, taxes, and the continuous evolution of F1 rules. Almost every season, the FIA comes up with new laws to spice up the racetracks for the audience and the racers. 2022 was no exception. The new rules guide the race cars, like new tyre systems, frozen development of the engines, and many others. The most noticeable upgrade was the new aerodynamic car structures on the tracks. Most racers took this as traditional improvements that are always sure to happen in the industry, but some weren't standing these new car models. In particular, Alpine's Esteban Ocon had nothing more to say about the aerodynamics than sacre bleu. Hey there, and welcome to our channel. Today we will examine why the 2022 aerodynamic race car models have become an upsetting factor to Esteban Ocon this season. Be sure to hit the like button, and if you haven't, subscribe to become part of our family. Let's delve right into the case. 2022 came with new inclusions to the Formula One industry as usual. Notably, ground effects have been brought back as the primary source of downforce in the vehicles, unlike the immediate 2017 to 21 predecessors. Ground aerodynamic qualities have been put in place, and 18-inch tyres have also been adopted. These improvements aim to increase racing entertainment by boosting takings. Well, we cannot look away from the fact that the FIA got it there, as the 2022 season recorded over 700 successful overtakes against the previous year's record of 200. However, the visible downside that has stirred up racers like Ocon is the critical issue of porpoising. That's when vehicles bounce due to speed levels, which demands extra physical strength from the racers to control. There have also been complaints of slower speed performances of the vehicles than the previous years, and the cars have become heavier and bigger than the earlier years. When journalists asked the Alpine man Esteban Ocon, who finished 2022 on the 8th spot of the race's standings, if the cars were better or even as fun as the 2021 models, he gave a strikingly negative reply about them. "Unfortunately, no," said Ocon when asked by media if the cars were any fun to drive. He explained that he was aware that it was the first year of the 2022 laws and was still in a test phase. Nevertheless, the Alpine star claimed that compared to the 2021 models, the new car innovations were less enjoyable than their predecessors. "First of all, it's the first year of the new regulations, so it's going to get better, and hopefully our car for 2023 will go in the right direction. But they're heavy, with less grip, and the degradation is a bit less, I would say, so that's one good thing. I tested the 2021 car at Monza with Jacques Villeneuve, and I enjoyed it much more, and it definitely felt more of a quicker car. As long as this year's car is not quicker, then it is not a problem. It is the same for everyone." Let's take a look at the so opposed aerodynamic models and what they're made of. The new aerodynamic design has two primary jobs: reduce drag and improve balance. This is achieved by an inverted replica of aircraft wings to accelerate the air beneath the wings, thereby generating downforce by creating lower pressure under the vehicle's wings. Downforce helps to increase cornering speeds and reduce tyre tears, regardless of the continuous drags. There are four major components of the new F1 cars. At the front of the vehicle, you will find the front wings and the barge boards, which are both responsible for the generation of the front downforce. The front wings maximize downforce and direct the car's airflow, reducing tire drag. It comprises of end plates and cascades. The end plates have a curved structure that kicks air around the tires of the vehicle. They also prevent uncontrollable vortices from high-pressure air. The barge boards are basically airflow conditioners that smoothly redirect turbulent air at the front suspension links, rotating front wheels, and the wings. At the rear of the vehicle, the downforce is created by the diffuser and the rear wing. Rear diffusers produce more than half of all the downforce produced by the car. It is also responsible for air acceleration as it leaves the car, creating low pressure while increasing the underside downforce production. The rear wing is a supplementary producer of the back downforce. It also reduces a large amount of drag. The elimination of the turbulences increases the vehicle to top speed. We're all very aware of the very absurd questions journalists ask some of the time. During Ocon's interview, one of the reporters asked him what period in the Formula One past he would love to return to if he had a time machine. A time machine? That's hilarious. Well, the Frenchman replied to the question like he had been waiting to have it asked of him. He stated that he would love to go back and race in the era when Bridgestone and Michael provided tyres to F1 teams. "The years that made me dream about Formula One were 2005 and 6, when they had the tyre war between Bridgestone and Michelin. It was impressive because the technology was improving so much, the fight between Ferrari and Renault." Regardless of this nostalgia, Esteban admitted that he would still pick home no matter what. But I also think that everything Formula 1 has put in now in terms of regulations to get the cars close together and racing-wise, it is better now. It was a cool engine which sounded great, the cars were mega light and it was very fast, but I think if I had to choose, I would still take the current era. The 26-year-old started his Formula 1 racing career with Manor in the 2016 Belgium Grand Prix. He moved to Force India the next year and worked as a reserve driver while he was part of the Mercedes driver development program in 2019. In 2020, Ocon joined Renault, where he took his maiden Formula 1 podium at the 2020 Sakir Grand Prix and maiden victory at the 2021 Hungarian Grand Prix. In 2021, he joined the BWT Alpine Formula 1 team, with whom he still races. With the departure of Alonso to the Aston Martin team, Ocon will partner with childhood friend Pierre Gasly, with whom he had little complications. However, he has stated that their issues will remain in the past and not affect their time together on the tracks. That brings us to the end of today's video. Remember to leave a like and subscribe for more racy content like this. Click on that tiny bell button to get notified whenever we make more videos like this. For now, this is goodbye.